Have you ever wondered why those with big hearts often get tangled up with narcissists? It's a cruel twist of fate that happens more than you'd think. In today's deep dive, 13 alarming reasons why narcissists target empathetic people. We're going to unravel this mystery. By the end of our chat, you'll be equipped with knowledge to protect your generous spirit from being exploited. Get ready to empower your empathy with some eye-opening insights. Number 1. Warmth and understanding. Essentially, empaths radiate warmth and understanding, which is something narcissists desperately need. You know those rare moments when someone just gets you? When you feel seen, heard, and genuinely understood without uttering a word. That's the magic of empaths. They have this uncanny ability to sense and resonate with the emotions of others. Now let's talk science for a moment. Research from the frontiers in psychology dives deep into this phenomenon. The findings? Empaths actually have a heightened neural response to the emotions of others. This heightened sensitivity makes the empath feel like an emotional shelter. For someone in distress, it's akin to finding a cozy spot next to a warm fireplace on a cold night. But for narcissists, imagine being cold, seeking warmth, and spotting a sign in big neon letters saying, "Warmth this way." It's irresistible. Number 2. Narcissists crave validation and adoration. Imagine being in a vast desert, parched and desperate for water. Now imagine spotting an oasis with crystal clear water. That's exactly what validation feels like for a narcissist. Their psyche is so intricately wired for affirmation that they're constantly on the hunt for it. It's like a compulsion. They don't just want validation, they thrive on it. Their self-esteem, their entire self-worth is often rooted in how others perceive them. So, who often stands with a full pitcher ready to quench their insatiable thirst? You guessed it, our kind-hearted, empathic friends. They become the oasis in the narcissist's desert. Number 3. Empaths are the fixers of the world. Have you ever had that friend who can't seem to keep their toolkit in the trunk? They're always ready to help, whether it's fixing a leaky faucet or mending a broken heart. Yep, that's an empath for you. They have this intrinsic need to heal, to mend, and to make things right. But why? Well, studies have hinted that empaths might possess a heightened ability to perceive emotional cues. This means that they can often spot emotional leaks and distress signals faster than most. And just like that friend with their toolkit, they rush in to help. To a narcissist, this trait is akin to having a personal life mechanic on speed dial. Car down? No problem. Emotional breakdown? Dial an empath. They're seen as the go-to solution for all their maintenance needs. This also becomes the reason why narcissists often use empaths as trauma dumps and end up draining their empath friends' emotional resources. Number 4. Emotional openness can be exploited. Wearing one's heart on the sleeve? That's classic empath behavior for you. This transparency feels like an invitation, especially for those who recognize vulnerability and see it as a potential advantage. Such open emotional displays can be like open doors for manipulators. If you're wondering why, well, narcissists can use emotional openness to mold individuals and situations to feed into their power and control. Number 5. Empaths are prone to self-sacrifice. Sometimes empaths go all out, even if it means sidelining their own needs. And while this trait often causes our empath friends to feel a little drained, it also brings them a sense of satisfaction. They're the heroes of our everyday tales, trying to save the day by ensuring everyone else's happiness. But here's where things get tricky. Narcissists are drawn to this trait like moths to a flame. The reason is that it provides them with an environment where their needs are constantly prioritized. It's almost like they see this self-sacrifice as a never-ending buffet of attention and care just for them. It's pretty obvious why someone with narcissistic tendencies would want to be around someone who's constantly catering to their every whim. But even the empath is drawn to this situation as they derive a sense of gratification from constantly helping and trying to fix the narcissist. Number 6. Narcissists see empaths as ego boosters. Imagine having someone around who always assures you, supports you, and makes you feel like you're on top of the world. For narcissists, empaths often play that role, and narcissists are always on the lookout for relationships that bolster their self-esteem. So, what could be better than an empath who's always ready with validation and unwavering support? In the eyes of a narcissist, they're like a refillable ego-boosting station. Number 7. Empaths are empowering mirrors. You know that feeling when someone just gets you? You're telling them about your day and they're right there with you, nodding and feeling every high and low. That's what empaths do. They're like those friends who always seem to understand you without you having to explain much. Now here's a fascinating thing I came across in psychological science. Empaths have this uncanny ability to mirror your emotions, amplifying how you feel. It's almost like having a living, breathing reflection of your feelings. Imagine the appeal for narcissists. To them, empaths seem like a validation mirror, consistently reflecting back the emotions they want to feel, handing over a sense of control and influence. Number 8. Narcissists relish control and dominance. Ever met someone who always has to drive when you go out, or someone who needs the remote control even if they're not watching TV? That's a tiny taste of the narcissist's need for control. It's kind of eerie how much narcissists crave dominance in relationships. They're all about steering the ship even if they have no clue where it's headed. Now enter the empath, the compassionate, considerate soul that tends to step back and let others lead. To a narcissist, that's like being handed the captain's hat and the map. They see the accommodating nature of empaths as the perfect stage to set up their own little puppet show. Number 9. Empaths strive for harmony. You know that friend who hates group drama? The one who'd do just about anything to ensure everyone gets along during movie night, even if it means watching their least favorite movie. That's our empath, the peacekeeper of the group, always trying to dial down the drama and up the love. Based on what psychological research says, empaths will bend over backwards to avoid conflicts, always aiming for that sweet harmony. But here's where things can get twisted. Narcissists can see this as a perfect loophole. Instead of admiring this peace-seeking quality, they take advantage of it, using it to pull the strings, playing on the empath's aversion to conflict to get their own way. Doesn't this explain why a narcissistic individual would be more drawn to someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to appease them? Number 10. Narcissists thrive on drama. Narcissists aren't just content to be an extra. They need that leading role with a spotlight, a captive audience, and a full-blown orchestra. Their love for drama isn't just limited to attention-seeking. It's about creating emotional turbulence and watching the waves crash. Enter the empath. With their nurturing nature and intent to heal, empaths often step into these turbulent waters, hoping to calm the storm. Their genuine concern makes them vulnerable, often becoming collateral damage in the narcissist's theatrical pursuits. It's not that empaths enjoy drama, but their innate desire to help can sometimes land them in the thick of it. Unwittingly, empaths end up feeding into the plot, not as co-stars, but as the supporting cast, enabling the narcissist's love for chaos and often bearing the emotional brunt. Number 11. Narcissists see empaths as sources of energy. Have you ever seen someone light up a room just by entering it? Empaths have this ability. They radiate positive energy, warmth, and genuine care, drawing people toward them. Narcissists, on the other hand, have a different relationship with energy. Rather than generating their own, they often look for sources to draw from. Empaths, with their ever-flowing emotional abundance, seem like the perfect energy outlet for a narcissist. It's not just about feeling good, it's about absorbing the empath's positivity and warmth. The risk? Empaths, while abundant in emotional energy, aren't limitless. When a narcissist continually draws from them without giving back, the empath can find themselves drained, burned out, and in need of their own recharge. Number 12. Empaths are the emotional buffet. Have you ever been to an all-you-can-eat buffet and felt overwhelmed by the choices? That's probably how a narcissist feels around an empath. Empaths, with their wide range of emotions, understanding, and patience, present a smorgasbord of emotional responses. Empaths don't just feel, they feel deeply and expansively. Whether it's joy, sorrow, excitement, or even despair, they experience it with all intensity. This emotional range is fascinating for the narcissist, who can pick and choose what they want to engage with, often leaving behind what doesn't serve their needs. The downside, just like indulging too much at a buffet can lead to a stomachache, a narcissist overindulging in an empath's emotional offerings can lead to emotional exhaustion. Number 13. Narcissists play the game, empaths are the board. Life for a narcissist can often seem like a strategic game where every move is calculated for maximum benefit. They're the players, always looking for the next best strategy and constantly on the hunt for a winning streak. But for this game, they need a board to play on. Empaths, with their adaptive and flexible nature, often become this board. They adjust, twist, and turn according to the needs of those around them, trying to maintain peace and balance. While this adaptability is one of their strengths, it can become a vulnerability when a shrewd narcissist starts playing their game. The game often becomes one-sided, with the empath trying to maintain stability and the narcissist seeking to control every move for their own gain. The challenge for empaths is recognizing when they're part of a game and deciding when it's time to pack up and leave the table. You now understand why narcissists may be drawn to your empathy. But how can you protect your energy? Learn 13 powerful ways to make a narcissist respect you, or anticipate their moves with what to expect when a narcissist knows you're onto them. Thanks for watching. We value your presence here. Please like, share your stories below, and subscribe for more empowering content.